In 1962, a Soviet submarine was being bombed by the US Navy. The captain wanted to launch a nuclear torpedo. One man said no. You're alive because of him. His name was Vasily Arkhipov. It was the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis, the closest humanity ever came to nuclear war. Deep underwater in a Soviet submarine called B-59, the crew had been submerged for days. No communication with Moscow. No idea if war had already started above them. The heat inside reached 140 degrees. Men were passing out. And then the Americans started dropping depth charges to force them up. The captain was convinced war had started. He wanted to launch their nuclear torpedo dam, which would have immediately triggered full-scale nuclear war. On Soviet submarines, the launch required agreement from 3 officers. 2 said yes. Vasily Arkhipov said no. That's it. That's the whole story. One man in a boiling submarine being bombed said no, and meant it. The Americans dropping those depth charges had absolutely no idea the submarine had a nuclear torpedo. They thought they were just forcing up a regular sub. They were essentially poking a nuclear weapon with a stick while whistling. The entire situation was a catastrophic miscommunication on every level, and the only thing standing between that and the end of civilization was one Soviet officer with an unbelievably calm head. The submarine surfaced, no torpedo was fired. The Cuban Missile Crisis eventually ended. Arkhipov went home, lived quietly, and died in 1998. The world only found out about what happened in that submarine decades later. Historian Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr. called it the most dangerous moment in human history. The man who stopped it? Most people have never heard his name, until now.